Morning all. Well, Monday, here we go. I've tipped my first one at 10 to 7 this morning. I had to be there on the hurry up. I loaded that one up on Friday afternoon and I was in Gatwick at 10 to 7. Of course, there's nothing since. It's now... Oh, Beacon's reversing. It's now... Oh well. It's now 8:30, but it's Monday morning and I've probably got decent money on my first job anyway, and I've got one booked in for tomorrow, so I'm not worried about breaking my neck. Right, just thought I'd do one for Al, because I've done one for Al, my business partner, and this is his pet hate, or current pet hate. When a job comes through on the exchange and it says Luton with curtain side and tail lift. If it needs must have tail lift and pump truck. If it needs a tail lift and a pump truck, then logic tells me that presumably once it's loaded, it's going to have to be unloaded by taking it off with the pallet truck and the pump truck and the tail lift. With that in mind, doesn't have to be a curtain side, does it? Because we've rung them up. So no, they need a curtain side. Well, how are we going to get it off? Well, you're going to have to get it off with a pump truck and a tail lift. Well, if we can get it off with the pump truck and the tail lift, therefore, we must be able to get it on with the pump truck and the tail lift. So the moral of the story, he had one the other day, and it was for a firm that we do a lot of work for, and he says curtain side, but I'm going to quote him anyway, I'm going to e-quote him. And he quoted him cheap. And he said the job pinged straight through. He said they'll ring me first. I'm thinking they won't now, they'll just send it for that money, they'll send it straight through. And I'm going, you better ring them, you better tell them you're not a curtain side, because otherwise they're a regular firm we do a lot of work from, they're going to get the right needle. Anyway, he's rung them up and he said yeah, they were fine. He said something to do with the system. If you post a job that comes in quite a lot, sometimes it's just like you repost it, and so it's got the same settings. So the moral of this story is, even if it says must be a curtain side, maybe not if it says must be a curtain side, but if it says curtain side, some of the times it's still worth ringing. 7 times out of 10, I think you'll get, yeah, sorry mate, we need a curtain side. Sometimes, 1 time in 10, you might get him screamed like, can't you read? But you just be apologetic. I'm ever sorry, my friend, but I was on top of the job and I really thought it was worth my quoting, and I would have given you it cheap if I could have got it. You can normally soften them up a bit. 3 times in 10, you'll get, no, it should be all right, it's just a long pallet. In which case, you'd have missed out on a job that you could have had. So there's one for Al, like I say, Monday morning. Got one to do on straps this week. Got one to do for a guy who I should have done for last week. That's it. I feel a bit rabbit in the headlights this morning, to be honest with you, because I was up at 4:30. But I'm going to go back to doing what I should do now, which is checking the exchange for my next job, so I can take money. Have a good week.